Good morning, San Diego. I'm Sherry.
And I'm Allison, and you're watching San Diego Coast Lifestyle. Our show is about being healthy and happy while learning about cool places within our community that we would love to explore.
This is our 5th episode, and we're excited to share some new places to explore with your family or just by yourself. Plus, we have some financial fitness to be wise with your money.
As you know, San Diego Coast Lifestyle loves to showcase small businesses and how they impact our community.
Okay, let me tell you about this year's Encinitas Rotary Club Wine Festival. It's our wine and food festival. It takes place on September 18th at the beautiful Encinitas Ranch Golf Course. The Encinitas Rotary Club puts on this wine festival to raise money for charities in the community and to raise money for the Rotary Club, which we use to then give back into the community as well.
We're expecting approximately 20 food vendors, 20 beverage vendors. We really like to make sure we have a nice mix of wineries and breweries and distilleries and all different types of cuisine. That way everyone feels like it can be something that they can enjoy, whether they drink beer or drink wine or are a vegetarian or a meat lover. It really highlights a lot of the local cuisines and restaurants that are looking to promote their brand. And if you were to go around San Diego County, there's so many amazing restaurants to choose from. This condenses it all into one night of being able to see all these different types of cuisines in one setting. Also, it's a really good deal. $95 for a ticket. It's all inclusive. You can walk around, you're given a plate, you're given a wine glass, you get to interact and mingle, listen to music. It's just a fun way to get out, and it's outdoors during a beautiful time of the year. And I think everyone's really excited to get back out there and socialize and eat and drink together.
One of the things that we did along the way, we were raising money and giving it out to local charities. So we kind of morphed into an organization that enables charities to raise money for themselves. So we're kind of a catalyst for nonprofits in the community to raise funds for their organization. And so over the course of the time we've been putting this on, we've raised about $1.5 million to go back into the community. There's a number of ways you can attend. You can purchase tickets directly through our EncinitasWineFestival.com website, or you can participate through one of the various charities who are involved in the event, or the Encinitas Rotary Club itself. And you can look us up at EncinitasRotary.com. So you have a new friend in town and you want to tell them what's the most fun thing to do in Encinitas. Well, of course you're going to tell them to come to the Encinitas Rotary Club Wine Festival. You'll get to experience some great wines, foods from around our community that are donated by our vendors, and have a great time at the Encinitas Ranch Golf Course. We usually have lovely weather out there. You'll get to support all of our charities, listen to some great music from our local musicians, and participate in a joyous event that supports our community and our charities.
To learn more about the Encinitas Wine Festival, go to their website at EncinitasWineFestival.com. From print to digital delivery, this neighborhood newspaper has deep roots in our community. The Coast News has been telling the stories of North County for more than 35 years. The Coast News has been growing with the times and now offers a wide array of digital services to support their advertisers. To tell us more about how community business can really jumpstart their marketing, here is Sue Otto from Coast News.
I find the Coast News the best source of community news in North County, to be quite frank. Nobody really does what we do. We have about 15 columnists and reporters that we all live and work here, so we know what's really important to the residents that live here. We won 9 awards from the Association of Community Publishers. They have a national competition. There's over 1,000 entries. We won 9 awards. One was an award for overall excellence in the whole country. We also won awards for advertising excellence. That makes me feel good because I know our ads are effective. We know we're driving results for our advertisers. And then we won several others for community news coverage, which really made me happy because I care about my customers, and we know we're connecting all of the dots for our readers, and we're providing content, community news that's very pertinent and relevant and helps their whole understanding of what's happening in their community. So we were very proud of our accomplishments. We don't really consider the Coast News a paper. We consider it community journalism, which can be dispatched in a variety of ways that can serve the purpose for however a person wants to consume it.
The Coast News has embraced digital from the beginning, and slowly but surely we are entering into a new phase where digital is going to be more and more important to not only reaching new audiences and making news more engaging and interesting, but also to provide more value to our advertisers who know that digital is also an important part of their growth.
So if you're, say, a younger person on the go and you're on your phone all the time, you should go to our website because we update stories every day. And I think there's rarely a day that goes by we don't put some new breaking story on the website. Our social media also is a great place for somebody on the go who's not going to pick up a paper, but follow us on Twitter. We're constantly tweeting news stories. We also have developed our podcasts, which focuses on several different topics. One is on the brewery and spirits industry in North County, trying to promote, understand, inform our listeners about all of the creative brewing and distilling that's going on in the area. So we have that where we can do interviews, and we try to focus on North County, but sometimes we branch out a little bit. And then we have the headlines, and then we also have the North County Beat, which is more of a lifestyle. We'll do a little bit more of not just a headline, but more exploratory on the story in that podcast. A day rarely goes by when I'm not out meeting with customers or readers and they don't tell me that they love our paper. They don't just say, "Oh, the Coast News, I read that paper." They say, "Coast News, I love that paper." So there's this real engagement with our readers that I don't think a lot of publications have. The Coast News cares. We care about the community. We really do. We're passionate about what we do. And we want to make sure that we do a great job for our readers because they're who we all work for, our readers.
The Coast News is all about community. And now with this new venture in San Diego Coast Lifestyle, we are able to deliver new audiences for our advertisers. We really do have something to offer every business and further our mission to connect the community with the businesses.
Visit thecoastnews.com for all the latest news in North County.
I love going to local beaches. How about you and your family?
Oh, we love the beach. It's the whole reason we moved to San Diego. I love the beach, my son loves the beach, my dog loves the beach. What's your favorite beach?
That's an easy one. It's Moonlight Beach, right here in Encinitas. Check it out.
Need to beat the heat? Head west on D Street to Moonlight State Beach. There's something for everyone. From restrooms to rentals. From sand to surf. There's a playground for the kids and public beach volleyball courts. You dig? They do. Summer surf camps are a great way for kids to get stoked and make friends. Hey, check out the concession stand for a variety of drinks and snacks. Get out and go to Moonlight Beach.
Today we're going to be talking entertainment law. We have a lawyer direct from Hollywood to enlighten all of us. So Adam, you hung your shingle up in Westwood. You started doing some entertainment law. So tell me, did you move to Century City then, or?
Yeah.
So that's where your entertainment law
ABC
practice went?
Center.
Ah,
Yeah.
right in the middle of everything.
Middle of everything. Yeah.
Really cheap rent in there, wasn't it?
No.
No, not at all.
But I had a very small office, so it worked out.
And you did have a family that was in the entertainment business. We talked about your dad's a big time producer. So I understand you got into some acting early on in life.
Actually, that was a few years after I had been practicing, and I had had some clients, and given my family's involvement in the entertainment space and acting in particular, I thought I should give it a try.
I understand you were in a film with the infamous Peter Bogdanovich.
Yeah,
Talk about that a little bit.
that was my A film, probably the only one I...
A film, meaning it was an A film, or it was the only film?
No, it was
A film.
quality
Quality film.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't an independent production,
Right.
done by a USC grad.
Texasville, right?
Texasville, yeah. I think I had 2 minutes on camera, and I got billing below the dog. So
Right. Didn't have a very good agent at the time,
it
or
was
what?
my first one. I didn't complain. And working with Bogdanovich was quite an honor. Absolutely.
So tell me, the work on that side of the camera, how does that help you become a better entertainment lawyer? Or does it?
Actually, it's pretty different. It's much more rational and thoughtful, whereas being an actor is being in the flow and the moment. They're pretty different. I think the only kind of acting that translates to lawyering is in court, where you put it on a show.
So let's talk about entertainment law. Generally, I mean,
Yeah.
what is it? Where does it go? What do you
So
do?
essentially all of them are packages of rights, primarily copyrights, but it can be the rights to use of name and likeness and performance for actors, a biography, story rights. And what I do as a lawyer is make deals with each of these sources and package those rights together for the producer, who owns all the rights and then can license them to distribution. That's how they make money. And so the business of entertainment is really the rights. It's not the song itself, it's not the picture, it's the rights to exploit them. And so I put those together. Like sports, for instance, involves clearances for the event, the location,
the rights to televise it, the sponsorships that go into the package, different ways of financing, and many different ways of distributing now.
That's changed a lot over the years, hasn't it?
It has.
It used to be, you know, a handful of film companies, handful of production companies that fed television.
Right.
And now with streaming, there's more streaming services, more buyers, there's more everything in entertainment.
And people can put their film on YouTube too. And, I mean, there's so many different ways to distribute.
Anything else on entertainment law?
Call me.
Call me. Well, thanks for joining us today. I appreciate you joining us. Talk about your entertainment law practice.
My pleasure.
If you would like your financial questions answered by the old wise ones, visit our website at SanDiegoCoastLifestyle.com. Hey, Sherry. I heard in addition to hosting this wonderful show with me, you were also the Chief Executive Officer of the Encinitas Chamber of Commerce?
That's right, Allison. This show supports local businesses in our community, and the Encinitas Chamber of Commerce supports local businesses for over 55 years.
That's so cool. And today we have a special guest that's going to tell us more about the Encinitas Chamber.
We knew the Chamber of Commerce would be a good place to meet other business owners. And we knew we wanted to be involved in the community. It was very important to us and our ethos when we started the business. Starting a new business coming out of COVID, it was really important for us to establish community and get more face-to-face in front of business owners and other people that are in the local community. So we've definitely gotten some good business and connections, but it's also helped us give back to the community and work with some nonprofits that are local as well.
So we're one of the new members that were being highlighted here today, Encinitas for Equality. As I said, they do wonderful work in terms of bringing that exposure and the needs that people of color, inclusiveness, and through all really the United States, but particularly here in North County and Encinitas. It's really great. I've obviously met some wonderful people, some great connections have already started happening. Just to know some of your other local businesses that you don't really necessarily have the time to when you're running a business on a daily day. So it allows you to come together and really see the faces. And I think you see all the names on different, communications and emails, but when you can come out and meet them.
They have supported me so much. Bringing me out to these chamber meetings, I've met so many people who also support me. I'm supporting their businesses, they're supporting my business, because you actually, you see these people face to face. It's not like, it's an email and, you just delete. You actually are face to face with some very awesome people. This is the least expensive marketing you will ever spend on your business, 100%.
And so it just really takes that partnership and that community and the voices that come from an organization like your local chamber are really the resources to do that. And understanding that's why they have been established, because that is really their sole purpose of highlighting local businesses and really expanding businesses and helping them to monetize or scale or grow their businesses, and particularly with all the opportunities that they offer from the mingles and the classes that become available and the trainings and teachings that you can get. So very valuable.
For more information about the Encinitas Chamber of Commerce, go to encinidaschamber.com. Hey Sherry, you know it's one thing I really missed during the pandemic is some great theater.
Me too. I love Broadway.
Well, the Ovation Theater Group right here in our community is an incredible youth theater group. This year, they are presenting a hilarious musical called Something Rotten. Do you remember when it was on Broadway?
I do.
Darling, won't quit, big hit musical.
We took a look at the local rehearsals and we wanted to give you a sneak peek.
Hey, look, it's Turkey's making wicked chicken. What's he making? Well, I think he's found a way of freezing meat. That's new. Your cholesterol's high, you'll probably die in life. If you manage, that's the great thing for others. In life, if you manage, you gotta make that. For heaven's sake, it was white and yellow and white and yellow and white and yellow and white. Make the wrong way.
Well, later this month, you can support this wonderful local charity by purchasing tickets to Something Rotten, staged at the beautiful San Diego Academy Amphitheater. Something Rotten runs from August 6th to August 15th. Go to ovationtheater.org for ticket information.
As summer marches on, Allison, the COVID pandemic, at least for the vaccinated, is largely behind us. Being a mom of a young student, are you ready for the new school year?
Oh, well, I know my son sure is. Last year was tough for students and parents especially, and even more for me because I'm a parent and a teacher, so probably the hardest year for me yet.
Local schools are reopening in the coming weeks, and this fall, a new STEAM Discovery Center is opening right here in our community. Serving students from kindergarten to 8th grade, the STEAM Discovery Center introduces students to science, technology, engineering, art, music, and math. To tell us more, here is the Director of Education for Lab Rats San Diego.
We are San Diego Lab Rats, and we are scientists teaching science. Our goal is to inspire youth to love learning about science and to motivate them to put in that hard work to achieve their very best in STEM. We believe that an education in STEM is nothing less than the power to change the entire world with a single idea. We help facilitate our students' growth with hands-on, project-based learning, incorporating team-based labs with challenges to overcome together. We have multiple avenues by which your children can participate. We can bring our courses, workshops, or assemblies to your school with our mobile lab. You can jazz up your science nights or science fairs with any of our demo lab stations. Or you can come to the STEAM Discovery Center, opening this fall. The STEAM Discovery Center opens August 27th in Encinitas at the San Diego Heritage Museum. Open Fridays from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. and Saturdays are family days from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. The STEAM Discovery Center has fun, hands-on curriculum to get your students prepared for their future and specialized makerspace to allow students to explore many different wonders of science so they can find their own passions. Sign up now on SanDiegoLabRats.org.
To learn more about the STEAM Discovery Center, visit their website, sdlabrats.org. Have you heard about the new gym in Cardiff called SmartFit?
Their motto says it all: stop wasting time, get SmartFit. This new science fitness workout is new to North County, and it combines exercise, robotics, and artificial intelligence for the perfect 20-minute workout.
Wow, that sounds amazing. Let's check it.
So I was sort of that typical person who went in the gym, felt that more was better, and if I hit it with volume, something had to be working. And we did a longevity study. And in the longevity study, I got back some really positive responses. You know, you got good lean muscle mass, you're obviously in good shape, your VO2 max is good, which is your cardiovascular score. But by the way, Rob, just in case you didn't know, you have an aneurysm in your aorta that is probably being created by overtraining. It could simply rupture and have you be here. Contacted a couple of cardiologists, and the first thing they said to me is, this is serious. If you see a hill, turn around, don't even walk up. So having been a lifelong athlete, having been somebody who prided themselves on working out and sort of being that individual, that was pretty depressing for me. So I went through about 3 or 4 months where I was really not feeling too great about myself or about my future. I remember that a friend of mine had been using a machine that NASA had developed to help astronauts who were suffering from atrophy when they came back from outer space. Because I started to read that they've been using them in cardiovascular centers and cardiovascular rehab centers. So I flew to Dallas, I met with this individual, and we started to do some testing on it to see if we could keep the pressure away from my aorta while being in a training environment on this particular machine. So I began to have this equipment in my house, and I was working out with it. And Connor was studying areas in personal fitness and wanting to go into that as an area of interest. Connor came to me and said, you know, Dad, rather than just having this equipment in our house and using it yourself for an hour a week, what if we shared it with others?
Really excited about it because it's so helpful, and actually I found what I was looking for. I needed something where I wouldn't get injured because I've had a lot of surgeries, back, hip, knee, and foot surgery.
It's a great opportunity for us to help people who have potentially debilitating injuries, or they might be overtraining. We kind of find that perfect middle ground. We can pretty much train anyone using this equipment. It's been super fulfilling for me to see the changes we've been making for my clients.
Personal touch is amazing. They're so good at just watching you to make sure you're doing everything right and that the form is right. And the science-based of the workouts, I really appreciate the research that has gone into it.
By taking all of the information that we can get from all of these pieces of equipment, because they are very data-driven, very quantifiable, we've been able to create the same stimulus in the body in 20 minutes 3 times a week that would normally take us 5 hours to achieve, making sure that we're getting the right dose of training, right dose of exercise, and done properly. That's why in here what we do is we have personal trainers on the floor at all times so that we can humanize the technology.
The science is amazing and different. I think the knowledge here is more than the average trainer. 2, there's results driven that they can guarantee, and they're willing to offer a rebate if they don't deliver on their promises, but they're guaranteeing results in 6 weeks, and then the personal touch to make sure they kind of walk you through it all.
We want to help an individual hit their own genetic potential. Right? What is your genetic potential, and how do we help you maximize that?
We're in an epidemic of stress. We're all working a little too much. We might all be working a little too hard. And I think we're constantly being told that more is better. And we're measuring ourselves against people who have crazy genetic potentials. And we're not really measuring ourselves against ourselves. I think it would be very helpful for people to kind of find what is right for them. And I think in terms of working out, the Smart Movement would be right.
That's the key. That's what we're really after here, is making sure that people just get fitter, stronger, and healthier so that they can enjoy more of their day-to-day lives, not spending them in the gym.
For more information, check out smartfitmethod.com. Thank you for spending time with us this morning, and we hope you join us again for some new episodes of San Diego Coast Lifestyle.
And again, we're a show that loves to support our local community. So if you are a business or know of any businesses or people that are really making a difference in the community or just have an interesting story, please contact us at our website at SanDiegoCoastLifestyle.com. Have a great rest of your day.